Are you trapped in the endless cycle of comparing yourself to others? We've all been there, scrolling through social media, eyeing the seemingly perfect lives of friends, or admiring someone's career success. But is this constant comparison actually stealing your joy? Imagine living without the shadow of someone else's life defining your worth. Comparison can feel like a thief, robbing you of happiness and peace. It can create a negative mindset, making you feel like you're never quite enough. When you compare your achievements, looks, or relationships to someone else's highlight reel, it leads to feelings of insecurity and dissatisfaction. Do you ever find yourself thinking, "Why am I not where they are? Why don't I look like that? Why isn't my life as exciting?" These thoughts can erode your self-esteem and make you lose sight of your own path. So how does comparison affect your life? Let's dive into some scenarios. You land your dream job, but instead of celebrating, you find yourself questioning its worth when a friend posts about a promotion. You've achieved a personal milestone, yet it's diminished because social media shows someone doing better. Even on a day you feel good in your own skin, one glance at someone else's curated photo creates doubt. Constant comparison keeps you stuck in a loop of unhappiness and resentment, distracting you from appreciating your unique journey. Comparison doesn't just influence our personal happiness, it's a significant factor in mental health. Numerous studies highlight its impact, revealing a correlation between frequent social media use and symptoms of anxiety and depression. When we measure our self-worth based on the selective sharing of others, we lose connection with our inner resilience and capabilities. The irony lies in how comparison intends to fuel motivation, yet often ends in paralyzing self-doubt. How do we break free from this cycle? How can we stop comparing and start thriving in our own lives? Awareness is the first step. Catch yourself whenever the comparison trap kicks in. Ask, "Why am I feeling this way?" Remember, what you see is not the full picture. It's often a polished snapshot. Realize that everyone has struggles, insecurities, and imperfections. You're far from alone. Practice gratitude daily. I know it sounds cliché, but it's grounding. Gratitude redirects focus from what you lack to what you cherish. By writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day, you might find that your life is filled with abundance that doesn't always catch the spotlight. Next, define your version of success. Consider deeply what your values are. What truly brings you joy? Focus on goals that are meaningful to you, not ones that you feel pressured to achieve to impress others. Success defined by personal growth is fulfilling and sustainable. Celebrate small wins and revel in the progress of your personal journey. Create boundaries with sources that trigger comparison. Limit social media time, especially if it's filled with accounts that encourage comparison over inspiration. Curate your feed to enjoy content that uplifts and motivates you instead. Engage in activities that build self-esteem and reinforce your personal growth. Whether it's learning a new skill, spending time outdoors, or volunteering in your community, seek experiences that validate your worth beyond external approval. Surround yourself with people who celebrate for who you are, not just for what you achieve. Building connections with those who encourage authenticity and remind you of your unique qualities is invaluable. Remember, there's power in walking your own path, a journey no one else can replicate. Journaling about your strengths and accomplishments helps you reflect on how far you've come and the growth you've accomplished. Acknowledge and embrace your journey for what it is, uniquely yours. Social support and mentorship can also play pivotal roles in disarming comparison. When we have role models, we establish a vision of who we aspire to become without competition overshadowing collaboration. Joining communities with shared interests fosters belonging rather than comparison, focusing on shared experiences and mutual growth. In summary, breaking free from comparison requires continuous practice. It's a journey of reclaiming your sense of self-worth, gratitude, and connection with what truly matters. It's recognizing that your voice is strong, your achievements significant, and your life valuable as it stands. Now, it's your turn. What's one area of your life where you struggle with comparison, and what's one thing you'll do to change that? Share in the comments. Let's support each other and discover the power of living a life free from comparison.